factory.
Hello. I am back. Welcome to Idaho County, here in the beautiful Frank Church Wilderness area. And yeah, I missed Bush League Monday. I was working, so I am going to do a little makeup flight here. I want to say hello though before we get into this to our friends Rock Valkyrie and Effective Crayon. Gentlemen, good to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. DC, yeah, this is really a fun little plane. It's the default laminar Cub, and yeah, done a little bit of work to the livery, but otherwise it's just the default, just the default. That's it. But yeah, it's been fun. We've flown this sucker all over the place, and I really enjoy it. I do. All right, here we go, you guys. Most of you that tune in probably already are aware of what's going on, but just in case you come across this later and you have no idea what I'm doing, this is a little series that we call the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In Series, and this is the 44th edition. We do it on the first Monday of every month. You can get all the details right here, downwindsim.com. That's where we house everything. This month, it was completely done 100% by Downwind Sim himself. I was no help at all. So huge props to Downwind Sim, the mad scientist of X-Plane, and he's put together, from what I understand, a gem, an absolute gem. So we are here, Idaho County, and you can see this is a special sectional. It has a couple of additional kind of airports listed. If you look at the regular sectional, you're not gonna probably see everything. I don't know this for a fact, but oh boy, look at the weather. Holy moly. Yeah, so there's some different airports on here. We've done that purposely because we like to, when we do these events, we like to put in, you know, as much as we can that's just on the sectional, because we want you to try to fly this via pilotage, you know, like head down the South Fork of the Clearwater River, and you know, and make a turn at the second mountain on your left, that type of thing. But anyway, a lot of these little airstrips in Idaho aren't actually charted, so we'll put them on there just again, so that it just encourages you to use the, you know, just to use the sectional. And of course, Defective Crayon is exactly right. This is an amazing area, and some of these you're going to recognize. Johnson Creek is, of course, one of the very, very most famous Idaho backcountry strips, but you know, there's all kinds of McKay Bar and Wilson Bar, and over here is Upper and Lower Loon Creek, and if you keep coming, it might be a little bit further to the west, you've got Fish Lake, and here's, you know, there's all kinds of these just classic Idaho backcountry airstrips. And again, we're kind of focused more today around the Idaho County area, and apparently there is, like, Downwind Sim has figured out a way to randomize the route that every one of the Bush League pilots flew. And so some of the Bush League pilots flew to the southwest, some departed to the north. I don't even know. We're going to find out ourselves there. But oh, you've got a beaver based out of Stanley. Hey, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. And weather is a factor. So, you know, we're going to see, you know, this is, I think this is an example route I was messing around with the other day, but yeah, so you can see kind of where we're going to be in the area, and yeah, we've got weather to contend with. So we'll see kind of how this goes, and yeah, we reserve the right to change the visibility because obviously, you know, you'd only be flying up here in VFR conditions, and so since we don't really have the luxury on stream to just wait the storm out, we manually wait the storm out. In other words, we mess with the weather. So we'll see how it goes. But let's get started and begin the fun here. We're gonna go nav lights on, And let's see, I've got fuel on both. I'm semi low on fuel. Actually, I might just give a little bit of fuel here. How about we go, let's just nudge it up to about 3 hours of fuel. Don't need to go crazy here. And yeah, just a little over half tank. It's not a long route, it really isn't. And so, yeah, we don't have to get carried away. Let's give it a couple shots of primer here. Prop area is clear. And she's alive. Okay, avionics are going to come on, and we're going to just leave it at that. And we're going to just let this thing warm up just a little bit here as well. Yeah, so one of the things, if you've never done one of these, is that there's information hidden in and around these airfields. Like, for example, you're going to see Bush League signage and things like this, and sometimes there are little clues as to Easter eggs if you look around. This one here, welcome to Grangeville. Okay, so yeah, here's another classic example. You've got people sitting around a picnic table. Every once in a while there's a note on the picnic table and tells you something. Nope, this picnic table is just a plain old picnic table. Everybody's checking out the airplanes. Cool. So yeah, maybe we look around the buildings a little bit here. Sometimes there's stuff on the buildings, and that looks like a terminal area there. A nice caravan, and oh hey, looky here. What do you got? An Idaho poster. Oh hey, hello. Idaho Aviation Outfitters pilot dispatch on 120.65. Probably good to check something like this out. And hey, you heard mention of a beaver, and here you are, Eric. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, hello. All right, 20.65, and let's head on down here, and it looks like we're.
Hello, hooligan. Oh. It's Annie West. Welcome to Idaho County Airport here in beautiful downtown Grangeville. The U.S. Forest Service has asked us to help fly a ranger and drop off supplies to several airports around the area.
Okay.
Get your notepad out. Your dispatch is as follows.
All right, here we go.
You've been assigned to Route 1. Depart Idaho County. Then fly to Elk City, Sierra 90. Then fly to Warren, 3 Uniform 1. Then fly to Chamberlain, Uniform 79er. Then fly to Hungry Ridge. Then return to Idaho County. Good luck. It's going to be a little tough navigating without that GPS you lost last week. Make sure you have Uncle Melvin's sectional map. It's easy to get lost out there. Keep a log with aircraft type, arrival times, and fuel burned. See you soon.
All right, very cool. There you go. So that's it's not unheard of that we have Annie West make an appearance, and she's actually become, an integral part of some of these little Easter eggs. She sent us all over the place chasing this and that, rescue missions and cargo delivery, things like that. Yeah, Eric, isn't it awesome? I don't know if you've had a chance to fly this or if you were able to fly Monday or not, but yeah, this is he has outdone himself, and the new trick, I guess, is that he's randomized. Like, apparently there's about 6 different routes, and so he had found a way to incorporate that into the scenery, and so that everybody's not all going to the same place. Yeah, lost, right? Rob threw it in the dumpster while you're in the truck. Yep. So that's also one of the things I really love about this plane is it just has just basic stuff. You can tune a VOR if you need to, and that's about it. So all right, so here we go, guys. I'm gonna bring this over. I've got my notes, and let's plan. So we're starting Idaho County. I kind of almost want to just let's turn this off to begin with here, so we can kind of see what's happening. So here's Idaho County, and winds 190 to 8, and VFR conditions scattered at 2,900 though, so we're going to have to kind of pay attention as we go through all these different around and in and out of the ridges and things like that, because obviously there's quite a bit of high terrain in this area. So but we're going to Sierra 90, which is Elk City. So that's here. Let's go plot this guy, Elk City. Okay. What am I doing here? I'll probably be doing about 100 knots today, and my flight level, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna try to keep it down like about 5,500-ish, but we're gonna just go wherever we need to go, basically. You haven't yet, Eric, but yeah. So I'll give you a little preview here, or if you want, you can look away, because I don't want to give things away. I know how much you enjoy that. You enjoy that as much as I do. So, Shoozy. I beat the JFO. Hello, Kevin. Nice to see you. Okay, Uniform 79. That is Uniform 79. Where is Uniform 79? Alright, well, let's do this. Uniform 79. Let's just type it in. Okay, it's down there. Alright, so I'm going to come here. It's Chamberlain. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's come down here and punch in Chamberlain. Alright, planning for Chamberlain. And then we're going to come back to... Well, there. You know what, Matt? I didn't think about that, but that is a darn good point. That is a darn good point. I mean, at least a 6-pack worth of weight that you're saving there. Yeah. Subsonic, what is up? You didn't hear the Beaver yet? No, I'm in the Super Cub myself. But you know what? This is Beaver country. There's no doubt about that. We're still kind of all on Thoranda Beaver watch. Still waiting for that to get upgraded. Hungry Ridge. This is one of the ones that's not. Oh no, there it is, Hungry Ridge. So I take it back. All of these airports are on the sectional here. So very nice. Now I happen to know, though, that there are additional airfields. So and the reason I know that is because in the download for the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In, I'm counting 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 airports. So we're hitting 1, 2, 3 of them, and we're going to come back here to Idaho County. So there's our basic route, but my gut tells me that along the way we're going to get detoured to some of these other places, and maybe even some places that are not charted on this map, but potentially could be on the Uncle Melvin's map. So we'll have both ready, and yeah, we'll see what transpires here. What are the kids of the Beavers called? Pups, cubs, beavlets, kits. Yeah. Maybe that's why. No, I was gonna say that's why there's a kit fox. No, that's not this. That a kit fox and a kit beaver are different animals. Okay, one last thing here. Let's get altimeter 299 in the box. About right there-ish. 3,300. Is that what I'm looking at here for field elevation for Idaho County? Yeah, about 3313, as a matter of fact. So we're out here on a 090 heading, essentially. Beavlets. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Gestational period of, oh man, 105 to 107. Whoa. I know they can be quite prolific, and so yeah. Rob Valkyrie, the historian and otherwise fact curator of the Melville Leroy channel. It's always good to have Rock here. All right, so we got to plan this a little bit. I know I showed you the route, but we got to kind of plan this, because I don't think we can just go straight over the mountain here. This is a little bit of a ridge. I think what we're going to need to do maybe is follow the road kind of south out of Idaho City, out of Grangeville, and then maybe we can duck through this little pass right here, and this should pick us up if we can find this little reservoir here. This picks us up with the South Fork of the Clearwater River, and then I'm hoping we can just follow it kind of all the way through. There's a road, and the road follows the river. It kind of zigzags and then takes us pretty much straight to Elk City. There'll be a spot where the river forks here, so we'll pay attention to that. Hey, Iowa Scotsman, what is going on, Ron? Nice to see you, sir. Happy Thursday. I'm counting, by the way, once we get on the river, I'm counting, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. 10 different forks in the river, so the probability of us getting lost is high. Flying with Mike coming in with a raid. Hello, Mike, and hello, Steve-O. Welcome, Raiders. Nice to see you. I'm happy to be back. By the way, I took a little bit of a break, a little streaming break, about a week or so. Not a huge break, but it's been a fun week. We've had grandkids and holy moly, been working summer school and doing summer football and all kinds of fun stuff. So, but it's good to be able to sit back down here and rock and roll. Okay, everything's looking like we're in the green, so I would say we are ready to depart. Now, where the heck am I? That's the main question here. Looks like I gotta go to the right, and we need to depart. Well, if we're able, we need to depart to the south. Winds are 190 at 18. It doesn't look like, looks like the runways here are east and west, so we're kind of hosed either way. So I'll just taxi over here and see what happens. We'll go beacon light and taxi light coming on. Cut the brakes, and away we go. And kind of come over here, it looks like. Is that the runway? Which runway do we have? We don't need a lot. Maybe we can just take an intersection departure here. Idaho County Traffic Super Cub 11816 is on the taxi to runway 9er. Oops. It's not good there. Yeah, I think we might be okay. So if we depart, back to the east, and again we'll just kind of try to make an immediate turn to the south. So left-hand crosswind departure. We'll kind of fly over the city of Grangeville, and then there should be a left-hand turn eastbound that takes us through a little pass, follow a road, and should be good to go. Yeah, otherwise, generally, well, the heading is 090 for 30 miles. And we will we'll save the VOR navigation for just in case. Okay, flaps are up. Let's do a quick run up here. Check a little pre-flight check. Things looking good there. Can I see in this plane? I don't think you can. No, we can see at least the elevators. All right. Idaho County Traffic Super Cub 816 is intersection departure eastbound. It'll be a right-hand departure, right-hand VFR departure to the south. Eric's going to give me a tip there. Check the rudder when it's at static power. Oh. Nice. Okay. I really don't know what the run-up procedure for the Super Cub would be. to be honest with you. I mean, I guess one thing you could maybe do is lean, because you're already above 3,000, lean for power. But yeah, that's one thing I don't know. All right, we're gonna spin it up. Take out power set. Airspeed's alive. Yep, it's gonna want to dance around a little bit because of that wind. And let's get stable here. Not really. That was a little bit of a rodeo, guys. Wow. Okay, now we're up. They are up. We're going to look to depart to the south. Looks like maybe follow this highway right here. And somewhere between here and 5,500, I'm hoping. Idaho County Traffic Super Cub 816 is turning right crosswind, departing the area to the south, Idaho County. If you wiggle the rudder when there's a considerable prop wash, the plane will move. Yeah, for sure. I guess I didn't think about that, Eric. You know, that's a very, very good point. That's a great way to check something that you can't see. For sure. And I suppose that your aircraft too would have a little bit of a feel, like you would know if something's moving back there, you'd feel it in your feet. And but I didn't think about that. That's a very good point. Oh, Sparky, what are you doing? Sparky Pilots, thank you so very much. Happiest of Thursdays. I hope you're doing well. Is the Bush League really today? No, I'm the one that missed out on it, Sparky. So it was Monday, first Monday of the month, and I did hear you talking about it in one of your streams. I didn't know if you had a chance to hop in there or not, but yeah, I'm just doing the makeup. You had class, okay? I was working, so I'm in the same boat as you. So we're flying to Elk City. We're out of Idaho County, which is Golf India Charlie, and we're heading to Sierra 90 Elk City Airport, and we're gonna just see what surprises our friend Downwind Sim has for us here. And we're hoping that the weather is going to allow us to do what we want to do today. Otherwise, I have no problem with sort of messing with the weather so that we can do the flight. Okay, there's 5,000. That looks okay. I think that I can get through this spot here at 5. Pull the power back a little bit here. I am leaning slightly, and so yeah, so we're looking for, there should be, I think we have to kind of, are we, yeah, we're gonna, I feel like this might be us here. Let's go here. It's a road and a river. It's the South Fork of the Clearwater River that we're looking for. And I feel like I see some water down here, so I'm hoping that that's where we are needing to go. It looks like, to me, it looks like that kind of heads back to the east, which is ultimately to the south and the east. That's ultimately what we're trying to get to. So all right, let's see if I can. It's kind of windy and I'm not very stable, but let's see if I can give you a little outside view here. Oh boy, yeah, I might not. It's like when I'm flying helicopters. It's just when it's windy like this, it's so unstable, and you can get sideways in a hurry. Maybe I can give you a fast view. There we go. That's where we're going. Alright, that's not too bad. Okay, I'd really like to get myself over on the right-hand side here. Just in case, you never know, there might be somebody coming down the valley the other way. So, plus it gives you, when you get into the tighter quarters, it gives you room to turn around if you need to. But I'm planning on just keeping it right here at 5.5 if I can, no higher than 5,500. And I'm hoping that that'll get us where we need to be. One thing I haven't seen, though, does make me a little concerned, is I really never saw the reservoir that the river comes out of. But it sure does look to me like I've got a river down there. Yeah, Eric, that's ain't that the truth, man? It likes to dance. It likes to dance. It's got a little wiggle. It's got a little wiggle. All right, yeah, I feel like we're on the right track here. We've got river and road. And the road is north of the river, according to the sectional. So I feel good about where we are right now. Only 30 miles. That's all. This is not a long leg here. So what I didn't do is I didn't look at my time log. That was dumb. 18.6 minutes is about what I'm supposed to have. And so, yeah, but how many minutes ago did I depart? Yeah, that was a bad job of bush navigating on my part. I'm going to say I've been airborne for, I'm going to estimate 4 minutes right now. So you're a zombie and you want to keep some of it to yourself. Hey, I totally get it. And even though I love having you hang around too, Eric, I would 100% understand if you went somewhere else and did something else so that you didn't see where I ended up and all the different things that hopefully I'm going to be able to find. I hate BLM. Hello. Welcome. All right, am I seeing? You're here for the landing and low approaches. All right. Am I seeing this road coming out of here? This looks like it could be a pretty major feature here. No, not really. Okay, what's my I think I am, maybe I haven't got to the reservoir yet. Maybe I'm a little further than I think I was. I don't know. We're just going to follow it here for a little bit. That's a troll account. Yeah, right. Well, you could be right. Could be right. Are you here to troll me? I hate BLM. Oh, blocked. Okay, thank you. Good call, you two. Or actually, that was you the whole time, Sparky. Good call, Sparky. So generally kind of around going southbound and I do feel like I see, well, there's a lot of roads in the sim that aren't on the sectional. That's kind of a hard part. But I feel like, well, you know what? Here's how I know I'm going to be in the right place is at a certain point here, this river will take a very hard, abrupt 90-degree turn to the north, and then there'll be a series of sort of S turns in the river and the road. If I have those, then I'm in the right valley. If not, I'm gonna have to tune a VOR because I could be way off. I could be Samsonite off. You know, the other part of that username that I was not thinking about there, Sparky Pilot, is I was thinking, so BLM, where I live, stands for Bureau of Land Management. That's what I was first thinking of. And obviously, that I don't think I think you're right. That was not probably what that user was meaning, and we definitely, yeah, we're not about that here. We just we wanna have a fun flight, and the only pain and suffering is when you see me try to land at one of these Idaho airstrips. Alright, so we're fairly eastbound here. Hoping this is the South Fork of the Clearwater River. Not done a good job of bacon, lettuce, and mayo. Now I'm hungry. Not done a very good job of counting my little drainages and forks in the river as well. But I think I might see this. Might see where that guy's going. Okay. Yeah, and maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like up here, though, just at our 12 o'clock, looks like there could potentially be that left-hand turn northbound. And if that's the case, then I need to start thinking Elk City here. Elk City is about 4,100 feet, so I'm a little low for pattern altitude here. I'm going to try to climb a bit. I'm getting kind of slow too. I think I could be picking up ice maybe. I'm going to go ahead and add some manifold pressure here. And nope, it looks like it's responding pretty well. I just think I let it get a little slow. Yeah, Ron, I mean, like, and people around here, like, they can have some intense feelings for the Bureau of Land Management also. It's a government agency that is, if you're not familiar with what the BLM is, in terms of land management, it's a government entity that can control access to state lands, and it in Wyoming it offers a lot of public land for hunting and fishing. It makes that available, and there are some private people, private landowners that don't necessarily like that, because people come and do things to their property as they're trying to access the public property, or they they do things on their property not knowing that it's not private, and so they butt heads sometimes at the BLM. So again, that's also, again, I guess what I was thinking. Oh yeah, that's true. I could have been in a downdraft. Yeah, yep. The winds are coming from the south, so coming off my right-hand side, so that would make sense, because it'd be downdrafting over the top of the ridge there. But all right, not going quite a ways here, and it's kind of funny. You get a little bit nervous after a while. Still haven't seen that big turn to the north. do feel like we're still on the river. We're not even on the river anymore, guys. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes with this ortho photography, it's some of the rivers are dark and they look just like shadows. And here I am already lost. There actually is not really a great VOR platoon. Closest VOR, by the way, is Lewiston's, the Nez Pierce VOR, 108.2. I'm going to go ahead and tune that in. I feel like we're already lost here on the first leg. 108.2, and of course that's just half the battle. Now I got to figure out what radial I'd be flying off of. Here's a spot though where maybe I'm finally making that hard left-hand turn northbound. I think that's still river down there. I think that's still okay. I'll hold off on tuning the VOR just yet. We're gonna see, because I'm up over 5,400 feet. I'm actually a little high now. And there is, by the way, well, I don't actually think, maybe there's, I don't know if there's a town here or just the airstrip. I don't know. Alright, set my hard left-hand turn here maybe. And then we should have a series of S-turn bends in the river. Definitely is a northbound little leg, isn't it? Okay, maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. And where the river forks now, you guys, I want to stay to the left. I want to go north. So am I getting some little... I'm not getting a lot of S-turns here, am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. We're gonna just take a look. It shouldn't be that way. It should be this way. Yeah, we're gonna head up here. It should be pretty much right, like pretty much right as we make this turn. If I've found the right spot, that is. That's always the big question mark here. It certainly does not appear that I've found the right spot. Anything over there? No, not really. I may have to tune that VOR after all. Let's go just a little further out here. Keep our eyes peeled. I'm right about 1,000, about 1,200 feet high, so not a bad altitude for a flyover. Should have a half a chance at seeing it if it's up here. Yeah, feel like maybe we've I don't know. Feel like we're in the neighborhood, guys. I really do. Everything kind of matched up as we flew out of Grangeville, but just not seeing the airport. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this, guys. Hang on for a second. I'm gonna have to try to figure out while I'm flying what will my radial be here off the Nez Pierce. Be the 099er radial. Alright. So let's spin this around, see how close we are. 099. Oh geez, we're right there, guys. We're right here. We're just not seeing it. We're just not seeing it. So I'm gonna turn back and head eastbound, and we're gonna just try to fly up and back on this. It's almost a 100 radial. So we're pretty well right on it. Let's just like I say, we're just gonna fly not too far. I can't be up here because the field elevation is 4,000 feet. So I'm climbing up the mountain here. So that's, I think I'm on the wrong, I think I should be going the other way. Maybe kind of heading back toward the VOR. Let me crest this ridge and just make sure. But this doesn't feel to me like it's where we need to be. If you've never done a Bush League backcountry fly-in, by the way, this is part of the fun. Is just trying to, trying to just use your eyeball navigation skills as much as you can. And if I was really to do it again, I probably should have had that VOR and that radio set before I departed. But sometimes I feel like that's almost cheating. Yeah, this is definitely not. This is too far. So I'm gonna turn back, and yeah, I'm gonna turn back. I think we'll make a right-hand turn. We'll just fly back toward the VOR on that same heading, because we're pretty much, according to the VOR, we're pretty much right on it. And hopefully we'll see something that catches our eye. The hard part, is that if you're a degree off, we're a long way from this VOR. So like if you're just a degree off, you could be a couple of miles off course, just even a little bit. Yeah, the VOR, Eric, is it's 68 miles away. So, right, you do the math. It's you could be, and you can see I'm not totally lined up with it. So I need to kind of come to the left a little bit to get on track. And but at least what it confirms to me is that we're in the right valley. And then you start to look for stuff like that, like little clearings and things that could potentially, hold an airstrip. So, yeah, VOR navigation, I don't know why I feel like it is cheating, because it really, actually, I'm going further. Wait a second, am I reverse tracking here? I am reverse tracking. Yeah, sorry. I should have been going. I need to be going more north, of course, to draw the tail toward me. See, it's been a while since I've done VOR navigation. Sesgo, hey, yeah, Sesgo's gonna do the math. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, at the end of the day, again, it makes you feel like you're at least in the right valley. So. Yeah, like you're looking for maybe stuff like that. It's interesting just to see if you can find it. Now the Elk City is right along the river, so I'm gonna kind of get back over here along the river. I'm heading back north now, and whoops, don't hit that. Still not, my needle's still not quite coming back to meet me here, so I might, this may take a couple of passes here east and west before I'm able to figure it out. Yeah, Sesgo, that's what I'm trying to find, is the Elk River, or Elk City, I might have said Elk River accidentally, the Elk City airstrip up here in the mountains of Idaho. I'm seeing some promising, like a promising clearing up here, by the way. So, and that, I'm about 1,500 feet above airport elevation. That kind of looks, well, as soon as I zoom in, it kind of gets tree covered, so never mind. A little bit of an optical illusion there. But I'm back a little bit closer to being on the radial now. So, all right, let's turn and get ourselves going on that 09er. I feel like maybe I've come back too far. Downwind Sim also, by the way, does a really good job of making the airstrips fit in and blend in, so they're, as we've gotten a little bit better at doing our scenery, we used to have, there used to be some telltale giveaways, like if you use different trees, and that you would have a different coloration of the trees, and that would be something that it would give away the airstrip like a long way away. But we've done a little bit better job each and every month. We get a little bit better at the scenery creation and blending it into the existing ortho and all that good stuff. Yes, Sesgo, I do have that written down, by the way, and I am I'm attempting to figure out when I can fly that. So yes indeed, I did a very bad job of getting that. Well, I had it all set up. I just did a very bad job of checking it off along the way. So welcome, by the way, Starflies. Happy Thursday. All right, so back on. Almost-ish. So I went down that river already once, and with no luck. So we may have to end up going back over the top of this ridge here. Like I say, sometimes it takes multiple attempts. Gosh, does that not look promising down there? I mean, it's looks so good, but not quite. And if worse comes to worse, guys, I mean, we turn around and we go back to Idaho County, and we just have to get our kind of get our wits about us and do a better job of setting up checkpoints along the way. So could be, so a mile or more off course at 68 miles. Yeah, so it adds up. It does. It adds up. And again, it doesn't guarantee you, just because you have a VOR, it does not guarantee you that you're going to be able to find one of these little scratches. So that's what we're kind of working on right now. All right. Well, we did fly over the top of this ridge last time, and I felt like we were okay, I feel like here's where I feel like we are right now. Okay, I feel like we are about to kind of crest this ridge here, so I feel like we need to turn around and come back towards the west and give it a go again, because we didn't see anything there. We're more on track right now, though. And if we're just a mile off course, I mean, you can look to the side, you can see that far, unless it's tucked away in the trees, which it very well may be. One of the things I like to do with these events is I'll spawn in to an airport or two just to make sure that I did the installation correctly, but then I like to leave as much of it sort of untouched as I can, just because it's just fun to discover the airports. And so, all right, there you go. We're back on track here. let's see if we can't. There's like a clearing right in front of us here. Is there anything? There should be a fork in the river, and yeah, man, if I could just stay on this track here. Boy, it's tough to tell. Scott, hey man, how are you? You predict 2 to 3 miles, and Scott predicts negative 150. I think you both are probably dreaming. I probably am 10 miles off. Trying to, again, and it's hard to look because there's this big ridge line here also. So, but maybe I'm here, and this is, so I'm trying to find like this little squiggly road here as well with a northbound river, because if that's the case, then I'm here in this valley, and I need to keep going, or I'm clear over here, and I need to go. That's what I'm trying to decipher right now. So it's going to be really easy to miss. Oh shoot! Well, that's not what I wanted to hear. Plus, I'm getting rain and all that fun stuff. All right. So I've got an east-west road. All right, well, here's one thing that I do know I did. I turned to the north, so I can get back to the Clearwater River if I turn back. Let's fly south. Let's see if we can get back on the river. Hey, Sky Command, hello. Nice to see you. And what you're seeing on the map is that it's sitting on the lowest elevation, right at the bottom, next to the roads and river. Yeah, so I'm gonna just head back to the south here. I'm gonna try to pick up my see what I feel like I've got right here with this little drainage. Okay, I feel like I guess I'm hoping I'm here, and I'm hoping that I will regain the Clearwater, South Fork of the Clearwater, and I can turn eastbound, and maybe I just haven't gone far enough. Now, if I'm over here and I'm picking up this guy and I get all the way, I'll see a ridge line. If I hit a ridge line, then I know I'm in the wrong valley. I need to head back to the west. So don't waste time in the mountainside. Yeah, okay. Sky Command, the flight is going actually about like it always goes. Like when we do these little Bush League events, is essentially I take off, I get to chatting with people, I don't check my waypoints along the way, and I get lost. And then Rob Valkyrie laughs at me, and yeah. And you know what? The other thing that happens almost always, Sky Command, is when I screw up like this, it's the time that Starflies checks in on me, and I can just see her shaking her head and going like, this guy's hopeless. Fly down to the road. Yeah, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping that if I get back, I think the original river valley that I was on is right down here, kind of cutting the corner. I don't mean to. And then I'm gonna head. I'm seeing this draw right here. I'm gonna head up this draw here and follow where that goes. This should dump me right back into the Clearwater, and that should be in good shape. But no, happy Thursday. Hope things are well. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you. I hope I didn't miss anybody else here. It's been a wild and woolly week here at Melvin headquarters. We've had grandkids, and they just departed today, and so everybody's sort of like just in recovery mode, and I'm like, I need to go flying. 6,500 again. Field elevation for Elk City is 4,097. We're calling that 41. So I'd love to maybe, like, if I am close and I'm clear up here at freaking 6,000, I might have a hard time seeing it. So Captain Casey, thank you for the follow and welcome. By the way, that is one of my grandkids that you hear there on the voiceovers, and I managed to get a couple of new voiceovers from him this week, so I'm excited to maybe incorporate a little bit of what he's doing now. So it's interesting. When he was little, I had about a 30-second window that I could record with him before he was bored and didn't want to do it. And now that he's a little older, now, like, I've got about a 30-second window before he starts just saying poop at the end of everything. So it's, I don't know. But anyway, you think this is good? Might be in the Valley West. I might very well be in the Valley West, and I could be. And again, I'm hoping I'm picking up the. Okay, wait. I think here's my Clearwater. Hey, look. I think we got our S turns. Okay, I might have just went a little too. Well, let's have a look. I continue to climb. I don't really need to climb. And we do have the VOR tune, so that'll also confirm or deny if we are off track. Alright, I want to try to get myself back down a little bit here again. 5.5 would be ideal, so let's cut some power. I do think this looks better, Eric. Now here's the thing, by the way, you're watching me and trying not to, trying to do the la 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 when I hear the clues from Downwind Sim, but you could get potentially an entirely different route. Casey, nope, I haven't. The only time I've ever flown in real life, I was like 10 years old with my grandpa, and that was a couple times. So would have loved to, but unfortunately that didn't work out. So this is as close as I can get right now, and I enjoy the heck out of it. How about you? Are you a real life pilot or have experience? I love having my real life pilot friends in the chat. I learn a ton. I feel like it makes me a better sim pilot. Maybe overall just put on a little bit better product, but what do you mean this is real life? This is as real as I'm going to ever be able to get. So, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm at peace with that. All right, so here would be the split in the road, and so Elk City is to the left. I see a highway heading to the south. That's good. And all right, let's at least it looks like there's some stuff down there. Hey, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Looks interesting. I don't know if that's just an airstrip. At least that's something. Let's head around the corner here. This might be tough to see if I'm going to be on this side of the ridge here. I might cheat and just head over on the left-hand side just so I can get a peek down the road here. Got anything here? Nothing yet. We'll follow this guy, and Boy, the needle's centered up a little bit. So, oh, wait a second. Is that? Nope, that's not. It wouldn't be up on top of the ridge because I'm at 5,000. I'm 1,000 above the field. So, all right, we're getting closer though. Maybe, I don't know.
Hello, Downward Sim.
Oh, Downward Sim, your ears are burning. So you'll be happy to know that I'm already lost, looking for the very first airport. Resolated. You wish you were real life. You did go to ground school, and oh heck yeah, man, that's cool. Welcome back, Resolated. Great to see you. All right, I don't see any airport yet. Nothing yet. Everything I look at feels like it's a place I could possibly land. But I don't know. Route 1. Route 1. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? What do we have here, guys? Gals? This looks interesting. And I'm looking for, like, there. Oh, that looks like a hangar. No, that's not. I don't. That's just ortho. No, gosh. It's just photography down there. I don't know. I don't know. That is. Okay. I think I'm getting too far. Well, now I'm turned back to the east. See, I should. If I'm going toward Elk City, I should be going north. So, okay, let's head back. I feel like we saw the S turns in the road. I'm looking for Elk City. That is correct. Captain Casey, not too late to start flying. Yeah. No, but you need to have a couple things, I think, if you're gonna fly. Number one, you need to have the ability to get sort of something out of the pilot's license that you're gonna spend so much time and money on, and then you do need to kind of have a bit of a you have to have the means of supporting that, once you get the license, that right, then that's like the cheap part. That's the affordable part. The flying the plane, renting it, or owning a plane, that's yeah, it's near a town on a ridge. What? So close yet so far, Eric is saying. Oh man, I don't want to hear that. It's on a ridge. Elk City says 4,100 feet here, so I feel like I've been, all right, I'm heading back to that same place I was, guys, because I think, again, the fork in the road, as I look, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the sectional. Here's the fork right here and here. Maybe it's just right in this. Maybe I shouldn't have turned north. Maybe I should have looked to the south there. The fork is the west one. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm heading back to the fork. Oh Lord, I hope I can make it back to the fork. I'll probably lose the fork here, won't I? Knowing me, I'll lose the fork. Whoa. I'm looking at the sectional. Alright, I remember going by this. Wait, am I going the wrong way? Now I'm going back to the west. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I need to go back to toward the town center. Lots of buildings. Okay. Like I don't see that. I guess I do see that. Yeah, you know what? There is a little bit of a circle there, which I guess indicates a town. Good grief, you guys. Right below you, that's the Oro Grande Port. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, okay. So I'm too far. I need to go back to the east if that's the Oro Grande Fork. Alright, fair enough. Let's take a look here. Back we go. Glad I put a little extra fuel in this baby. Hopefully Elk City has some fuel. So Eric, as you know, even when I'm heading in the right direction, I'm heading in the wrong direction. Yeah, we're loster than last year's Easter eggs. All right, so here we go. Let me reorient myself. So this is, so I just didn't go far enough. So what my friends are telling me is that this turn that I see right here is the turn to go down here to Oregon. I need to keep going a little further. I never really did see this little dip to the south, I guess. I don't know. At this point in time, I'm just going to have to trust him. And Downwind Sim is telling me indeed that there is a city there. Now, I don't know why I had it in my mind that there was a town, but maybe it's because we've flown here before, but I don't know. So we'll just keep going again. That's kind of what we've done. We kind of just been inching our way back and forth. Oh, I can't even wait to see what the route looks like in Volanta. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. Boy, I could see too how it would be really easy to just kind of like get so turned around, and then like you're sort of hopeless. Like you don't know which way to turn to go back to the airport. I mean, you'd have to have. I mean, I guess that's why people don't really navigate this way that much anymore. So the town is right at the airport. Okay, so I guess we were heading in the correct direction then, weren't we? So is this the little loop around to the south, maybe? Okay, we're about 1,500 above. I'm looking for a town, I guess, right? Is this the town? I don't know how big the town is. That's the hard part. I'm going to keep going because we were here before, and that I do remember this little clearing right below me, and that didn't have an airstrip. So I'm going to keep going here. Maybe this is the loop, and this is where the road kind of heads back. God, the other part that's hard about this is all these roads that are in the sim, and they're really not like, they're not paved per se. We're just continuing to go at this point. Follow the yellow brick road. So if in theory here, this, as I'm turning north, boy, I'm not feeling good about coming off of that. But I've sort of lost track of my river now. But I see buildings. This is why I'm heading this way. It's like I see a town. So I'm like, I know there's a town. Scouting. Oh, wait a second. What do we have here? That is looking very, very airstrippy. We may have something here, guys. We may have something. Oh, baby. I think we have a winner chicken dinner. Yes, indeed. Ah, very nice. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816 overflying the field at 5,000. We're going to enter a left-hand pattern, runway 15. Oh boy. All right. Suspiciously airstrippy indeed. Okay, so I'm opting to land 15 because the winds at Idaho County were favoring a southbound departure, even though they don't have a southbound airstrip. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816, left downwind 15, Elk City. All right, yeah, I see what you mean. How it is kind of up on a little bit of a ridge there. Very cool, very cool. All right. First notch of flaps coming in. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816, left base 15, Elk City. Now for the loop. And here she comes, right? Here she comes for sure. Whoops. Too high. Oh, so I gotta do this again. Oh, this is a crooked. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816. We're gonna overfly the field to the south and back in the pattern runway 15. Oh boy. Okay, so okay. Well, I didn't notice that curve. Good thing I was too high. So what in the world? I wonder if I can probably get it stopped here at the beginning. Okay. And the closer I get to this part of the field, the more southbound it is. Okay, interesting. Okay. This will be fun. It's a dog leg, baby. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816, left crosswind 15, Elk City. All right. I see what you've done there, mad scientist. Mad scientist. All right, let's keep a better. I kind of lost reference because of that little dog leg there, so I'll try to just shoot it right out here on my base leg. Super Cub traffic. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816, left downwind 15, Elk City. Super Cub traffic. Yep, that's right. I just invented my own field. Or I'm thinking of the last Bush League event, aren't I? So the plan is to try to set it down close to the hangars and see if we can't get it stopped here early before it turns south. We're going to just drag it in nice and easy. 4100 is what I'm looking for. And we're going to just try to make our base turn right about here. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816, left base 15, Elk City. Yeah, I'm hoping that wind will work in our favor here, Eric. No doubt about that. Where are we at here? That looks good. Looks good. Throw a second notch of flaps in here. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816 on final 15. Got a little bit of a tree to negotiate there. I'm high, really high. Slippy. Oh, a car parked on the road too. I guess we're not going to stop it at the hangars here. We're going to take it down a ways. That's okay. I'm an ex-golfer. I could slice it into the trees with the best of them. There we go. That'll work. Kind of a plunker, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. First one in the books, baby. It's funny because when I used to golf, I had one snap hook per round in me, and everything else went to the right. And it was almost always my very first drive that I would hook it, and then after that, I could almost consistently just factor in I called it the power fade, but it was just a slice. All right, we're down, guys. That was fun. Thanks for the navigational help, guys. I would have been flying around for a long time. I'm thinking if I would have ever found it, because I was thinking I was way further than I was. So we've got to do a better job this next leg of setting some points along the way to check against, and then somebody needs to have a visit with all these people that parked their car in my way. I'm gonna try to pull off next to this Skyhawk here, just in case somebody else happens to be coming, and maybe this is more of this part of the airfield is more of the taxiway anyway. Maybe where I landed was probably more where they really want you to land. I don't know. But we've got to do this and set the brake, and we got to go look around. All right. Good night, Eric. Thanks again. Great to see you, and I look forward to hearing your adventures here. I know you're going to fly this soon and be awesome. It's not a ground loop, it's a slice. Oh, what did I miss here? Let's see. Eric was talking about the airport, the beautiful airport. Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at this. Let's do that to begin with. Let's just come out here. I mean, you guys kind of saw it. I wish my X-World would do a better job with the buildings here. That's kind of disappointing. Honestly, it usually does a better job putting in the buildings here. That's kind of a bummer. But here's what we have. This is the airstrip, and like I said, you can see like how good of a job Downwind Sim has done with blending it in. Like you can't tell. You know, there's some different types of trees here, but between the global forest that we use and the new laminar trees, like it really is. You can really blend into the surroundings. It doesn't, honestly, it doesn't look like X-World is on at all. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I wonder if something's going on with that. Because all of these there should be buildings rendered all over the place here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to check that. Maybe. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I have not disabled it, but like it has one building right here. You had buildings? Oh man. Well, maybe we'll take a look and see. I don't know why that would be. All right, so we have to go look around, right? Because part of the deal here is there may be hints. The first place to look is always right here. So yep, Elk City confirmed. And for elk, look out for elk crossing the runway. All right, very good. Very good. See if there's anything here that looks like it could potentially have a clue to a different place we need to go. I don't know. Oh, this is yeah, no. Sometimes it's inside the buildings. By the way, you might think I'm crazy. Wait, what do we got here? Nope, just a taxi. No message on the taxi. Anything on the back of these buildings? No. Inside? Nope, just a generic. Nothing there. And I don't see anything else down the road here. All right. Well, that must mean that Elk City is just Elk City. And I guess what we'll do is we can see if there's nothing, because I checked to see that the scenery. I don't know that I checked Elk City though. I checked to make sure that the scenery upload was good, but I didn't look around to make sure there was no conflict with X-World or anything like that. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. I don't feel like I'm missing an Easter egg here. All right, so now, here we go, you guys. So we're going to go Elk City down to Chamberlain. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go, let's close the log here, and let's go Sierra 90 to Uniform 79. We're just going to look at this one, Uniform 79er. Oops. We're going to get rid of all the rest of this for right now, because we just want to try to set up. And I think we're probably going to be doing about, we were doing close to 120. Maybe I'll try to shoot for 110 on my airspeed this time. All right, so it looks like we should be able to. Well, shoot, this is going to be a little trickier, guys, because we've got a ridge to crest.
Shout out to
Chewy.
Melvin Roy. Who's that?
What's up, my friend? Happy Thursday, dude. Great to see you, man. Just I'm doing a little Idaho bush flying. So, in the Super Cub, we just flew from Idaho County down the South Fork River. We got really lost. In fact, let's pull up the Volanta map. This ought to be good for a laugh here. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Let's just go see what I hope it tracked my route. If not, I'll look at my. Oh Lord, I'm in the middle of this crap. This may not. Oh, I'm down here, so it really didn't even show. It looks like I went straight there. Let's look at the map. Let's look at the X-plane map. I did a fair bit of wandering here, didn't I? Let's see. Here's me. Oh, it actually only looks like it only tracked like the last part of my flight here. So I kind of went back the wrong way, came down here, so yeah, it didn't really track. Like I was all over the place. I was here. I think I ended up in this area for a little while, then down here for a little while, and so anyway, well, that's disappointing. Maybe it's for the best that that's not showing. But anyway, we're back here. We're trying to plan our route here from Elk City down to Chamberlain. So, all right, this ridgeline is 7,600, which is doable for us to cross. That's not an issue. But the issue is going to be, how do I friggin' find this place? It's in amongst all kinds of valleys and drainages, and like we could follow the road here. Pretty much all the way down to Dixie. But then we still are going to have to hop across here at some point in time and fly to Chamberlain. Boy, this is like, can we jump across here? Is there a way to, like, I don't really see a great pass either. Like, does this maybe offer us a little bit of a, like this little creek here, does this offer us a little bit of a pass? Even at that, once you get sort of over this little ridge line, there's another significant ridge line. So maybe what we're going to need to do is we may need to try to work off of a high point here, like off of this 8,500 foot peak. That's 7,000 right there, 76. So this is a good 1,000 feet above everything else. It should be fairly easy to pick out, he says. And if we go to Dixie, let's say we go to Dixie. And in fact, let's say that we follow the river to Dixie. Let's say we're going to do that. 9 miles, 13 miles down here to Dixie, and then we turn east. And what we're going to look to do here is we're going to look to keep this I don't even know what this mountain would be, but we're going to try to keep this guy on our right-hand side. As soon as we crest the ridgeline, we should be able to drop in and find, there's a ranger station here, and find Chamberlain at 5765. Go with the straight shot, you think? If we go straight shot, follow the road, what we could do here is we could mark this as where we sort of leave the road, and we expect like the ridge line. We could put a little ridge line point here, expect the ridge line there, we expect the peak right here, and so then basically what it would be is like a 146 all the way down. Now the wind is out of the south, or at least it was, so we'd want to probably track a little bit more like right of course, maybe a couple of degrees. And then, but this is what I didn't do last time. So I have a Donnelly VOR here. Boy, it's a long ways away again. Holy moly, cannoli. I'm gonna put it in. I won't. It's 116.2. Put it in here. Just to have it. I don't know that it'll necessarily track yet, and I don't know that I'll do anything with. Oh, it's tracking. You know what? I better do this. I didn't do this last time, and I kind of regretted it. So, if we do have, let me pull this guy over here. We go off the Donnelly VOR. Back up here to Chamberlain. This is a 030, 56 miles. So I can at least put that in. Again, as you just saw, that's it's no guarantee that that's going to give me anything, but it's there in case I need it. All right, so here's what I'm going to be trying to do a better job of this time, you guys. So here's our first waypoint. We're going to pull up the log here. So I'm out of Elk City, 6 minutes to basically when we leave our road, and then another 4.1 minutes to when we hit that first ridge line. At that first ridge line, we need to be above 7,600 feet. So if we have weather issues, we may have to come back here and rethink our plan. After that, another 3.7 miles is when we are expecting to hit the big, large ridge before Chamberlain, and that ridge line is 7,000 feet. It looks like, and we're going to keep this peak off to our right-hand side, and then we just drop down. It's only a little over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes down to Chamberlain. So I'm going to try to do a better job of keeping that in mind. Hey, Mike's wanting me to try the hard approach. Downwind sim, I'm gonna trust you, man. I'm gonna trust you. Okay, heading speed time. All right, so we're gonna get lined up here, and yeah, we're gonna rock and roll. It is fun to figure it out. I didn't miss any Easter egg here, did I? Downwind sim. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816 is lining up for departure runway 18, Elk City. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, guys? I have a new view. I'm gonna taxi forward and try to get to the end of the runway. I gotta make a note of my time. I'm gonna get my stopwatch going and everything here, you guys. See if I do a better job of navigating this than last time. There we go. This is a little bit of a straighter shot here. I don't want to take too much of my runway off. Okay. Let me get my stopwatch ready. Going to depart pretty much straight out. Honestly, get on a 146-ish for 6 miles. That'll be, and we're going to try to get to 100, hold 110 knots here. All right. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816 is departing runway 18. We'll be straight out VFR. Elk City. I keep wanting to call it Super Cub Field. All right, mixture is set to best power Lights are on. Flaps are up. We're just going to kind of roll with it till the tail flies. Toss a notch. And we're flying. That's a little better than last time. Okay. Up, up, and away. 7,600 is what I need to get over this ridge. So we're going to pop in a Discord voice. All right, hang on for a second there, sir. Should have said that before I got going. Okay, let me get stable here first, and we'll do that. 146 if I can. Clock is running. We're definitely not doing 110. I should have maybe. I guess I could if I wanted to. Let me change my speed to 100. On my climbs, that'll adjust my minutes a little. 6.6 minutes is what I'm looking for this first deal. The road is running off to my left right now, by the way. Yeah, over there. Okay. Trying to do too many things at once here. Okay. I think I'm on my voice there, Downwind Sim, if you want to hop in. Once again, everybody, if you just came by, thank you so much. Hope your Thursday is going fantastically well. This is a makeup flight. We missed the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In, which is the first Monday of every month, and we're doing some work out here in the mountains of Idaho. I just departed a little tiny dirt strip called Elk City, and we're heading down to Chamberlain. And as you can see, it's quite a bit of high terrain here and some weather as well. And it's been really fun so far. I was sad to miss it on Monday, but yeah, it's still fun to fly, even if you're not necessarily with the rest of the gang. Although Downwind Sim, it looked like he had a really nice turnout from the few times I was able to pop in there and check things out. By the way, welcome and thanks again so very, very much, Downwind Sim, for all your help with the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In stuff. You basically did the entire thing on your own this month, so I greatly appreciate it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I think I had my well, actually stand by. Sorry, it's gonna be. Let me see here. All right, test 1 2. There we go. Wait, whoa, holy moly!
All right, now I hear it.
I had my Discord thing muted, so sorry about that. But anyway, thanks again for all your hard work on this, man. It's awesome.
You are very welcome. This is back to the roots of kind of how we got started. Let's go see if we can find these things.
Yes, and I had a hard time. I'm glad you guys were here to help me out.
So there is going to be a slight modification. I have a thing set up to where it actually will if you start at Idaho County and tune in Annie West, the modification will randomly pick one of 7 routes.
Okay, so yeah, I just tuned straight into the pilot advisory frequency that was on the building there, and it just told me Route 1.
Yeah, so you'll so there are a total of 7 that take you to different places.
Awesome.
So similar to what Nels put together up at Kodiak Island with those as flight assignments. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Similar to that. So.
All right. Well, you'll so how do you like, it must be more than just tuning into that frequency then, or like how do you get the randomization?
If you tune to a certain frequency, it will randomize again.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I'll need to I'll give you briefing and the update. Actually, I need to post the update, so all of that stuff is in there, but I just haven't reposted it. So
Looks like we have an airstrip
all
down
of that
there.
to say that you can come back and do this again in the same area
Yeah.
and go to different places.
Yeah, if you're, yeah, I mean, well, I knew that there were more places to fly just because I knew with the scenery download that there were more airports than than were listed on my route briefing. So that's really cool, though. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, yeah. And then I told Fixie this. There, if you end up at like Wilson Bar and McKay Bar, if you take the South Fork River south out of there, there's probably 10 airstrips along that river that are not on the chart, but in Acme Mapper.
Oh, very nice.
So that'll be a Saturday afternoon exploration sometime.
Yeah, man, that sounds awesome. All right,
So they're not even. I mean, yeah, they're not even in the scenery, but I know that they're there, and they've been flattened in the ortho, so they're you could land there if you knew.
Okay, yeah.
If you knew what they looked like. So. All right, let's get back to the math. I tuned in to kind of help you with the math.
So something really weird has happened. I know why. I have. Okay, jeez. I'm getting into some bad stuff here. All right.
You got bad weather.
I know I may have to do a manual change here. Alright, so we're past our first waypoint, which is, well, we're supposed to be past, which is right here where we're leaving the road. We're actually about a minute 20 late. But I think that's partly because we were climbing out so slow. We weren't doing 110. Alright, so I'm going to reset here and push start. And I think I may have to do a weather change, guys. Hold on. Hate to do this, but I also don't want to. Whoops, I don't want. That's not it. Let's change our weather to. How about VFR few clouds? There we go. Because I need 7,600 to crest this ridge, so I don't think I was going to get that with the current weather.
No, it was looking worse and worse.
So this should be about 4 minutes, 4.1 minutes to the ridge line, and we're on a roughly 146-ish heading. I have been trying to maybe go more like about 150 in anticipation that the wind is working us a little bit, and I've been trying to hold 110. I'm not doing a very good job of either of that. Yeah, I wonder if there is something going on with my X World. I don't know if I missed an update or something, but that was really weird at Elk City with there being no buildings.
Yeah, something's turned off on your end, because there's stuff all over the place.
If I have to, I will. Of course, on this one, Chamberlain, I don't think has really a whole lot of buildings or anything. I don't remember, but I think we're okay.
Maybe your ex-agonizer decided to agonize you.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? Maybe. I don't know, but maybe that's going to be the thing I check. All right. So again, we're climbing, so we're below 110. So even we're supposed to be 4.1 minutes, but we're going to be over that because we've been slower than 110 knots. All right, let me get back to the chat here, guys. I've been kind of multitasking here. Iowa Scotsman, you need to do as many as you can, man. They're a blast. You can't really do all 44 of them because some of the older scenery links are no longer active, and but you can work your way back from the current one. This one, quite a few years, honestly. All right, we're over the ridge line here, and I see this little valley, which is good.
Do you think you're over the park boundary now?
Whoops, let me show you where I think I'm at. I think I'm almost to the dotted line here, so that's the park boundary. Yes, I think I'm coming up on this right here.
Yeah.
The time says I should be about 4.1 minutes, and I'm 3.5 minutes right now, so that's pretty close, all things considered. And I kind of confirm there's a river that's running through here, so that's good. This river, if I were to take a right now, would take me to Wilson Bar and that area that Downland Sim was talking about with all of those airstrips that are scattered about. All right, so we're going to call that the ridge. I'm going to go ahead and stop and reset and start. Our next one is 6. Oh crud! I keep typing numbers into
You
Skyvector.
got a stopwatch running, or what do you do?
I do. I have this guy's running right here. Oh, and gosh dang it! I just got out of that. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, I know what I was going to show you guys. Okay, hold on.
ProPilot.
I set up an additional view so you guys can see. So you really see me sweat now. I'm looking at the sectional map now. And,
the couch.
yeah, buddy. There's still some furniture left standing after the visit. All right, 3.7 minutes. No adult is still standing, however. Oh, it was a blast. All right, I'm actually over the highest part of the terrain, guys, so I could probably start thinking a little bit about, like there's a pretty good ridge that I have to crest here. That's what I'm coming up on in about 2 minutes. Then after that, I need to really get myself heading down because Chamberlain is 57.65, and I'm almost at 9,000 feet. So let me pull back some power here and see if we can walk it down.
Last time I was there, looks like a T. There are 2 runways.
Okay.
And welcome to the middle of nowhere.
No kidding, right? But there's some good fly fishing up here. Okay, what did I say? 3.7
Everything's all
minutes.
set for the trip, so as we get closer, we'll just need to share details.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm good to go. I've got my reservations for accommodations, and I was looking into, I asked about that Lone Star Flight Museum, and it sounds like if you want to go with the group, there's only one ticket left. So I'm not really planning on that because I know that my wife wants to go. Sounds like you can get either get tickets online or you can get tickets at the door. So I would like to do that on Friday, but it's not a deal breaker if it doesn't happen either, because it sounds like you would have multiple opportunities to go. So I kind of figured that'd be something we figured out when we got boots on the ground there in Houston. But wormhole.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Haha. Hello, wormhole. So, some suit at Lowe's is thinking, man, look at all that lumber. Yeah, no doubt about it. It's a $1 billion forest here, wormhole. Okay, there's 3 minutes, I'd say 3.7, so we've just crested the last ridge. So if we've done any kind of a job of holding our heading, we should see, I'm going to restart my stopwatch here. In 2.7 minutes, we should see, hopefully, an area, well, hopefully
And
Chamberlain.
the drainage, hopefully, on your left is
Yeah.
matches up with what's on the chart.
Yeah, I feel like right down here at the bottom is what we're looking for. Oh, Starflies, you are correct. Miles per hour is correct. So that's going to make a slight difference in my time. Ah. Well, that's something we'll have to address when we get down on the ground. But good catch, by the way, Starflies. Good catch. So I wonder if I can change that setting in, because I'm just using the sky
It
vector.
might be straight ahead,
Yeah.
Brant.
I feel like I feel like we've flown to Elk City and Chamberlain before. Yep, I feel like that looks very much like what we want. And again, we're looking at 5,700. So quite a bit high right now. 7,000, 2,000. Am I 2,000 above that? And maybe that's not the airstrip. Oh boy, here it is. There's one of them. Yeah. This looks like an uphill approach though. So do I have to make a decision between into the wind and into the terrain? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, and this is the longer one here, isn't it?
Great job finding it.
Oh, well, thanks
Nice
for
work.
Yeah, thanks for the help, man. I appreciate the help. Chamberlain traffic,
you did all the
Super
pointing and
Cub 816 overflying the field to the south. We're going to enter a left-hand pattern and land on runway 15, Chamberlain. I think we're going to take that guy there. I think I'd rather, yeah, we'll make a low pass at it anyway and take a look. Yeah, that does look like it's a little downhill. It's the only thing that concerns me. But if it's into the wind, that should be
I'll be
okay.
right back.
Okay. Chamberlain traffic, Super Cub 816, left downwind 15, Chamberlain. So I need to, I guess, when I get on the ground, to account for the knots versus miles per hour thing, I'm going to have to see if SkyVector has a little setting there that would help make that calculation possible. Yeah, this is definitely going uphill, isn't it? Whew. Yeah, I think, and it just, the approach this way is super difficult with this hill. I think we're just going to make a low pass. Elk City traffic, Super Cub 816 is left base 15. We're just going to make a low pass and inspect the runway, Elk City, Chamberlain. I don't know where the heck I'm at. I don't think it's that much of a wind. We could probably chop it, drop it in there. And there's a little bit of a hill there. It's not horrible, honestly. I actually think we might be able to sneak it in there.
All right, seatbelts tight and don't spill my salad.
Yeah, Roger. Getting a little fast here. I think that's actually, I think that's doable. I think that's doable. It's not that dramatic of a, as dramatic as I thought. Chamberlain traffic, Super Cub 816. We're going to stay in a left-hand pattern, runway 15, turning left crosswind. We just got to keep it slow and easy. Yeah, I think we've got room to sneak it in. We won't be able to really extend our downwind, but I think we can bring it right in over that ridge and be okay. This might be a little tricky, trying to get through this. Super Cub traffic. Ah, my goodness. Chamberlain traffic. Super Cub 816 on the left downwind 15. Sparker. Hey. You're going to bring your girlfriend this time? Awesome. Yeah, my wife is excited to come and meet some of my flight sim friends, and she's not a big aviation person, but she does like going to the like those air and space museums, so it's a good chance for her to do that kind of stuff. Now we're way low, but we kind of have to be. Chamberlain traffic, Super Cub 816 left base to final 15. Chamberlain. All right, let's see if we can find this deal here. There it is. Nurse it in here. Nice and slow and easy. Hopefully the wind is not, oh boy, it's a little bit more of a crosswind than I thought. How dare the winds change in the mountains? We're a little bit long, but this thing stops on a dime, so we'll stop right down here by the sign. We'll act like we meant to be down here. Oh man, maybe if we ever get down. Oh, I think I popped a wheelie. Oh, that was really bad, guys. Just about, I kind of overshot the end of the runway there. All right, well, that was not as into the wind as I thought, guys. I don't know. We kind of overshot everything there and drifted. Should have used that longer runway, I guess. Chamberlain traffic, Super Cub 816, you're going to back taxi 15. All right, up we go here, and what do we have here? A little plant forest of some kind. All right. Uh-oh, we got a picnic table with some hippies. So you know what that means. We got some action. Something's happening. Somebody's broke down somewhere. Needs rescued. Alright, that's close enough. Let's set the parking brake and... Alright, welcome to Chamberlain, everybody. Let's have a peek around at this place. Ah, wow. Well, that's really nice. Did you put the runway markers in there, or was that part of the photography?
They're in the photography, very faint, but I did add them.
It looks great. I like that. That's a neat touch. I don't know why, but I do like that on these grass strips.
Go look at them close.
Yeah, very cool. Are those custom ones then?
Yes, they are. Painted rocks.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. All right.
I should just stick that in the Downwind Sim library.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here we go. Welcome to Chamberlain Basin. I don't think there was anything on the other side that we needed to see. No. We're going to go over here and we're going to look at the... Oh, nothing here. Oh, some lady picking up some dog poop. Get a Hertz rental car.
say? What'd you say?
She's picking up dog poop. That's what that is. Pooper scooper.
Okay. Well, the kid is not helping.
What the heck? I hope that's not one of the Easter eggs, because I don't speak whatever that is.
It's not. There's nothing there.
No Easter egg here? Okay. All right, well, so here's what we're going to do.
But that's a great idea for our French-speaking viewers.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Sparker wants to look at the Pimax crystal. Sweet. I guess I don't know what that is. Iowa Scotsman's going to be there in spirit and virtually. Cool.
It's a VR headset.
Ah, fancy stuff. Okay, gotcha. All right, I need to plan the
Sparker's
next
got all the big
leg.
bucks, so he wants to look at that fancy stuff.
Yeah, well, Sparker in VR, it's in the name, so I understand that, man. All right, so I got to clear this flight plan out, and let's make our next plan. Uniform 79. We're at Chamberlain. I am going to take a little quick break, though. I gotta stretch a bit, and okay. But we were going now to Hungry Ridge, so that was back up here toward Idaho County. Oh, so this is a pretty long leg here, guys. 40 miles, and again, not a lot of natural terrain to follow, so maybe we try again to just do a little straight shot. I don't know. Let's think about it a little bit while I go take a stretch. I'll be back and we'll talk. Let me get you zoomed out here somewhere. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Lovely area. Okay, I'll be right back. So, all right. So, one thing that Starflies did mention is that I think this might be working off of nautical miles, which would mean that it's working off nautical miles per hour instead of miles per hour. So, I wonder, Wendy, I wonder if there's a way to convert.
Does the gauge read both?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything above, the old above or below. I just think it's in miles per hour. I was hoping that maybe SkyVector had an option.
So 110 knots is 126 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean it's close enough, right? That you like. It's not like I'm on a 3 hour cross country flight here. So
How
I
fast how fast can you cruise in that, do you think, in miles per hour?
well, once I get to cruise, you can do 120. It's just getting up to cruise that hurts you. All right. Well, we don't have really any way to mess with that. It doesn't look like right now. So what I want to do is this. Let's put a couple things in here. Let's plan. So we're going to be kind of nearby Dixie, right here, and I can go ahead. So it's going to take me about 9 miles, or 9 minutes to get to where I'm next to Dixie. I think I can squeeze around this again. The boundary here. This, I know this peak is almost 900,000, but I feel like it was only about 7.5 maybe to even get that. So I'm gonna put another point here. Just say that we should be right next to the peak at about 14 minutes, and then like this, I feel like this little river would be good to identify because it's just right, only about a minute and a half from Hungry Ridge. So that ought to do it. I don't want to get really too many more than that. It's hard enough to follow. Sparker, you had one on pre-order. It wasn't living up to promise, huh? Yeah, you don't want to drop money on a VR set if it's not going to give you what you're hoping for. That's for sure. Okay, I've lost sight of where I'm at. I think I can just turn around and depart. Yeah, downhill. So I'll kind of cruise up here to the top, turn around, and it'll be a right-hand turnout on a 295 track. Perfect. Cable in traffic. Super Cub 816 is on the back. Taxi 15. Here we go, Daddy-o. So I understand that I think it's the ASDG, the Payware Super Cub that was in X-Plane 11. I understand that they're working on that for X-Plane 12 as well. That's kind of cool. I've never really been much of a Cub guy, but this little plane has sort of made me appreciate, and not a Cub guy, but like I like flying it. I've flown this probably in the majority of the Bush League flights since we've moved to X-Plane 12, and I've got a couple of Payware airplanes. I've got the Mall, and I've got the Stationaire. So I mean, I like this well enough that I choose it over those two, honestly. So I don't know, but I don't see myself, I guess, spending money on a Payware Cub if this one's as good as it is. So I don't know. We'll kind of have to see how the reviews are. Okay, so again, we're gonna climb. We're gonna make a right-hand climbing turn. We've got a pretty good ridge line here to get up and over every bit of 7,000 feet. You know what I need to do? I need to check my altimeter here. I should be at 5765 right now. Let's see how close I am. 57, about right there. Yeah, a little slight adjustment there. If you change your SkyVector speed to 95 knots, oh, that's a great idea there. So 95 knots. So you do the conversion for SkyVector. Yeah, that's genius. That is genius. All right. Okay, so 10 miles or 10 and a half minutes, excuse me, to where we should be close, roughly close to the ranger station. Then 5.8, we should be kind of next to that highest peak. 7.2 is when we hit the north-south running little drainage, which should put us right there at Hungry Ridge. Starflies is has to be the smartest person I've ever met. I've met some smart people. She knows so much about so much. Thanks for sharing a little bit of the knowledge with me there, lady. I appreciate it. All right. Anyway, I was back to briefing the departure. Left-hand turn to a 295. If we find that we can't make the ridge, we're just going to do a little climbing turn out. And Pentagon, holy cow, 23 months. Rob, thank you so much. That's awesome. How are you, buddy? It's so nice to have you stop by. I hope you've done well this week, had a good week, and hope you're ready to watch me get lost, because I've already been lost once. Okay, here we go. Cable in traffic. Super Cub 816 is departing 15, be the right-hand VFR to departure to the west. We are getting a little crosswind here. There's my notch of flaps, and just like that, we're off. We are off. Okay, taking a look. I could hit that valley, couldn't I? I think I'll try to hit that valley. Chamberlain traffic. Super Cub 816 is turning right, heading westbound, departing the area, climbing through 6,000. Chamberlain traffic. 295. Rob, thanks again for the re-ascription, dude. It reminds me, on the 20th, I've got a stream. I'm going to do a gift card. That'll be our next gift card giveaway, our June gift card giveaway. So make sure that you try to stop by. It's Thursday, I believe. No, it's Tuesday. We're going to be doing Northern Lights Tuesday. And yeah, be doing a little $25 gift card giveaway to the city plumbing service of your choice, Downwind Sim. So just in case you're wondering.
Oh. Well, I'll have to tune in.
Actually, what we might try to do is see if we can't get a gift certificate to that place where Annie West works.
That'd be even better.
I know you would use that sucker.
Indeed. So do I do coffee, cinnamon roll, biscuits, and gravy, or do I do ice cream?
Well, yeah, it's up to you. If you win, man, it's whatever. We'll make it happen.
Okie dokie.
So it'll be, by the way, if you're counting,
I'll be in Phoenix, so I'll have to watch from the hotel there.
Oh, okay. Well, still, you can be a part of it. So it'll be 3 months in a row, by the way, that we've been able to do a giveaway. So that like hats off to you guys, because that's where the money for the giveaways come from, is from your subscriptions and cheer bits and donations and all that stuff. So I love the fact that you're here and subscribing and all that stuff, but I love giving it back even more. So I do appreciate it. We have been able to, with all the channel support, we have been able to add a few things here and there as well, as you know, like well, the purchase of X-Plane 12 itself was done with the help of you guys. So anyway, it all hopefully comes full circle around and gives you something to watch that's entertaining and kind of have a chance to win your money back. Most people, when they tune in and watch the channel, they really do want their money back almost instantly. So it's nice that I can at least offer you that, like, every month. Oh, I
That's
forgot to
good.
start my timer. God. Stupid. So how long have I been yammering on about stuff? It's Pentagon's fault 'cause he
So get
came
on a
in.
295 and pick some peak that's way off there in the distance
Yeah.
and
Well,
point at it.
it's Dixie, and I'm thinking that guy right there off my 12 is that 9,000 foot peak. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm gonna have to be looking for Dixie.
I would probably agree.
Yeah. I gotta pull back a little bit on the throttle here because I'm redlining.
Okay, solid course is over. I'll be right back.
Roger. Chewy, do you do any of this kind of flying? Do you like this kind of stuff? I know you do a variety of different things. You're a multi-talented um, aviator, but do you have any interest in doing kind of some backcountry flying ever? It's a loaded question. It's actually not just for Chewy. It's for anybody that's in the chat that is interested. And so if you'd like to check out sort of what we do with the Bush League Backcountry Flying, again, if you weren't here earlier, just head over to downwindsim.com and you will see the information. Now the scenery itself on Downwind's website is custom made for X-Plane 12. However, the itineraries and everything work very well across sim platforms. As you guys know, Microsoft Flight Sim does a really good job of rendering all these types of airstrips just natively. So makes you feel short and sim. Love the detail. Yeah. Well, if you ever want to check it out, it's certainly a different style of flying, and like I didn't know how much I would like it until I did it. So, but anyway, you can check it out. Again, there's no like you don't have to be like a crazy ortho guy or anything like that. We include all the downloads for you. So if nothing else, you can walk away every month with the 5 or 6 new bush strips that you can go fly to later on. But anyway, yeah, it's oh, all right. Well, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's a sim that has a lot of promise, and I think the biggest sort of drawback to it right now is that it just takes some work to make it look nice. The default scenery is not so pretty, but with a couple of add-ons here and there, it rivals Microsoft Flight Simulator, at least like at this level, up this high. Once you get down on the ground, obviously it's a whole different story. So, but again, if you're an MSFS person, you can absolutely fly these same events. The one thing you don't get is you don't get the Downwind Sim Easter eggs. So like if there's a little message like you heard at the beginning of the stream from Annie West telling you where you're supposed to go and all that good stuff, like you won't hear that. But we're sort of figuring out some different ways to work around that. But so yeah, the scenery, the airport scenery is the default airport environments is where X-Plane has a real advantage, I think. The default airports in Microsoft Flight Sim are just, that's their weak point for sure. But the bush strips and things like that, if you go bush flying, that's where Microsoft Flight Simulator really excels. They've done a nice job with that. Iowa Scotsman still kind of prefers the default X-Plane 12. You know, it sort of depends on where you're at too, I guess, Ron. Because if you're in a place that is heavily forested and, you know, like you really can't tell if you've got ortho scenery or you know, default scenery. So there's an argument to be made for that. All right, there's 10,000. I'm not going to go any higher than that. That should get us clear of everything by 1,000 feet. And we should have Dixie coming up here.
Still on a 295?
Pretty close. I'm more shooting for the gun sight right now than anything else, to be honest with you. This little gun sight right here is kind of what I'm aiming for. I think that's my 9,000 foot
I
peak.
think that might be Dixie down to your left.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at that. I think you might be right.
So the town of Dixie is probably right underneath you, or off to your right maybe a little bit.
Shading, yeah, the environment, for
And
sure.
Believe it or not, there's an airstrip in the town of Dixie right next to the road.
Oh, nice. Very cool. So the environment, I agree with you. Oh, guess who forgot to step on the
Reminds
brakes?
me of your grandpa.
Whoa. I do like those environmental effects. I do like the colors and the shading and for sure I like the wet runways and all that stuff. I think MSFS has an advantage with clouds. And so, by the way, I'm not running Active Sky. I'm kind of taking a little break from Active Sky. I'm feel like I'm giving up a little bit of performance for not that much gain, because I think the weather in native X-Plane has improved to the point where I'm getting what I should get. There were a few times when I was flying it when I purchased Active Sky, where I was literally like the winds were 180 degrees difference, and it was like, nah, I can't be doing that. So all right, well, so I'm gonna say we're over Dixie right now, so I'm resetting my stopwatch. So we should have 5.8 miles until we are basically abeam that highest peak. I wish I had a little bit better ability here to give you something like this.
Look at that fancy paint job.
I know, right? Yeah, and Iowa Scotsman, I've kind of had one eye on X Enviro. I've always liked what it does in terms of the visuals to the sim, but I've never been able to quite like that's a pretty spendy add-on if it's not exactly what you're wanting. To your point, if it's not like ready to go. So, and I've heard that it's still just a little bit flaky. Oh man, I love this area though. Holy cow. Downwind sim. How many times would you say we've flown up here?
At least 10.
Yeah, so of the, I would say you're right. Of the 44, I would say every bit of 10. It's just such
That doesn't count the times that you and I just came back here.
100%. Yep. So you heard Downwind Sim talking about the genesis of these flights, and this truly is how it started. It was one day I don't know what I was doing, and Downwind Sim messaged me and he said, "Hey, install this scenery and then see if you can find it." And I think I took off from Boise or somewhere, and it was just south of where we are right now, down the Frank Church area, and that was it. Like, that's after that, the rest is history, man. We could not stop looking for and creating these sceneries and trying to fly to them.
And Atlanta.
That's right. And then we found out that there were 3 or 4 on the way, and then there were 3 or 4 north of that. And anyway, it was, the rest is
rabbits.
Have I seen any UFOs yet? No, not yet. Is Idaho a UFO country? I thought that was New Mexico. But I tell you what, since then I feel like we have in 44 months of bush flying, I feel like we've explored a lot of area of the country. I mean, like some of the very, very best places to fly if you like this type of flying. All right, so I'm gonna see how close I am. 5.8 minutes is what I was supposed to be to get to this point, which I'm speculating is this guy right here. I'm currently at 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So I think my timing is getting a little bit better with a huge assist there to Starflies for helping me with the conversion. Speaking of UFOs, one of the places that we do like to fly is down there in kind of the
Pick a new point in the distance.
Utah desert area. So, yeah, I don't know that I really have a well-defined point that I can aim for, but I kind of have something there. Looks like there's a little bit of a ridge line or a little bit of a crest right there. Gets me pretty close. Okay, reset now is 4 minutes 42 seconds, by the way, so we were a little fast, about a minute fast on that. This leg here now 7.2 minutes, and speed's close enough. I mean, I'm not right at 110, but I don't know that you're ever going to be right on the dot when you're hand flying and manual throttle and all that good stuff. Tell you one thing I need to do is, speaking of throttle, I need to back off a little bit here. And I've about leaned out as much as I can. I'm getting kind of max performance right now. So how am I doing fuel wise? Oh, I'm great. This thing is so fuel efficient. It burns about 1 gallon per month. I think it's just a really efficient aircraft, especially how gently I fly it. I'm like a old lady who all she ever does is fly her airplane to church. That's me.
Yeah.
So I am over the top of all the big terrain here. Now everything I see below me is 7,000 or lower, so I am going to start to descend a little bit here. And we'll see how we do. About 2 minutes since I passed past that mountain. So about 5 minutes to go till we hit. We're looking for a north-south running creek, and oh, sure, that makes sense. Timing your legs, you know the distance of each leg, you can calculate your actual ground speed. Yeah, true. Because what you're getting off of Sky Vector, right, it's just an estimate based on a weather report that's now 2 hours and 31 minutes old. Oh, that's a very, thank you. That's a very good point. All right, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you don't think about when you're not a real life pilot. That's cool. I'm going to add that to my, I need to be, somebody writing this stuff down. Mark, what's going on, dude? Nice to see you. Tabletop Android in the house. Thank you for the lurk. Lurkers are welcome. So based on the fact that we were a little early to our last waypoint, basically, I'm going to assume that we'll probably be a little early to this one as well. So I'm kind of expecting, I'm going to be looking for that crick at about 6 minutes as opposed to 7.2. And I'm kind of in my mind, I'm thinking I'm sort of seeing potentially where that drainage is. And then that means right over the top of the hill is going to be where Hungry Ridge is. This is so much fun, Downwind Sim.
Man, you're making short work of the Dead Reckoning stuff.
Well,
so, done.
It's a lot easier when you got a couple, 3 or 4 people helping you.
If Starflies wasn't here, you'd probably be in Montana by now.
You got that right. What I always thought was curious with this plane is, because I think this is where is this not the plane where the pilot in command generally sits in the back? It can't be, because you don't have you can't see any of your nav stuff, right? There's no compass back here. J3 Cub is the one where you're back there. Gotcha. And I think they, like, when you're doing your tail wheel training, I do think they'll put the instructor back behind so that the student pilot can have all the instrumentation and stuff in front, which makes total sense. But yeah, I've always thought it'd be interesting to fly from the back seat. Oops. Okay, there's 6 minutes, and yeah, we're not quite there yet. I am feeling like this little drainage here is the one we want. We're going to be just right about, almost right at 7.2 minutes, which
so there's a pretty good bend to the right in that drainage up there, which I think swings around toward the town. Would you concur?
Towards the town of Hungry Ridge.
No, up toward Idaho County and all that.
Oh yeah, yes.
That drainage kind of turns to the right.
Yeah, we followed that. We tried to follow that out. I think that's the Clearwater River drainage that you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, which is probably the way that you left Idaho County.
Right, it was.
That might be it. Does that match up on your time? Brought your binoculars. Well
No,
done.
it doesn't. That we're way early. We're- but that looks like it's it because it's got an airplane down there, and yeah, looks like we're there. Hungry Ridge traffic. Super Cub 816 is south of the field at 8,000.
Nice
We're
job.
descending. Yeah, we're gonna jump in a right-hand pattern runway. It'll be runway landing to the south. I need to descend. I'm not really able to like this is 5,000 or 4,600 feet. I'm way above. At Hungry Ridge traffic, Super Cub 816, we're going to continue to the west and descend. Then we'll come back over the field when we're down at pattern altitude. Yeah, let's just get down here first. And yeah, so all right, very cool, very cool. Now this looks though. Do we want to land south, uphill, downhill? I wonder if there's a. We're gonna have to make a low pass and just inspect a little inspection run here. So let's get to 6,000 feet, and we'll turn back in and we'll make an inspection pass. See if we can get a read on the wind and a read on the terrain, and see if we can make a little bit better landing than we did the last time. Hungry Ridge traffic, Super Cub 816 is turning back inbound. We are currently west of the field. We're going to overfly at 6,000 for an inspection pass. Hungry Ridge. Probably putting too much information in my radio call, but it's okay. Get her kind of down here to 6 and get some speed off. Maybe get a notch of flaps in. Looks to be pretty level, honestly. You would think landing to the south would be uphill because the drainage, the river is to our left, and that actually works out well because again, that's generally been the direction of the wind is from the south. There's a little bit less than 6,000. Let's try to at least get that if we can. Notch of flaps should help a bit. Yeah, and I don't see any major challenges. Maybe a right-hand pattern would be a little bit better than a left-hand pattern, just because of this little ridge here. Does Hungry Ridge have anything? Oh, maybe it has something here. Runway 20. Oh, it doesn't really designate a pattern. Okay. You know what? You're probably right, Starflies. Especially in a Cub. Now we'll go. We'll stay left traffic. Two zero. All right. Hungry Pride. Hungry Pride. Use some cramming. Hungry Ridge traffic. Super Cub 816. Left crosswind 20. See if we can keep this pattern a little tighter here. We haven't really flown a good pattern all night long.
Or right, crosswind.
Oh, geez. Did I say left? Left or right? Yeah, no big deal. Hungry Ridge traffic. Super Cub 816, right downwind 20. Well, I've been calling it Super Cub Field all night, so I can't, you know, can't win for losing.
All stations, it's Melvin. Get out of the way.
Oh my gosh, do I have notches of flaps that I put in there? Holy cow. I'm super low. Holy moly. Hungry Ridge traffic, Super Cub 816 left base 20. So low. So low.
Right base.
Gosh dang. Doggone it. I gotta go around anyway. Yeah. Hungry Ridge Super Cub's going around. Crappy pattern.
Oh, you got it. Oh, okay, you got it. Come on.
I don't got it. There's no way I got it.
Thanks for subscribing.
Alright, we're going for it. Thank you, Rob Valkyrie.
Rob Valkyrie with the gift sub
Thank
to
you, dude.
Starflies. She's been good help on the navigation tonight.
Yes, she has. She is a very, very good friend of the channel. Has an absolutely outstanding stream of her own, and just like you learn a thing or three every time you tune in. All right, we changed our mind. Hungry Ridge traffic, Super Cub changed our mind. I like this plane. All right.
Fix it.
Hooliganism. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks, Sesco. Yeah, that was fun. I had a friend talk me out of doing a go around, which was probably not a great idea, but you know what? It worked out. 37 ID Hungry Ridge.
You're the PIC. Come on.
And to Idaho County. This is a short hoppity hop, so if we can't find this with a town in 12 miles, we're in trouble. So we'll depart though to the south, and we'll make a right hand downwind pattern. Steve PHL, hello. Hello, friends, don't let friends go around. Oh my gosh, you guys.
That's right, H.E. Dill.
That's right. All right. Let's get flaps up here. I think I had like 7 notches of flaps into, which I didn't need, but that's okay. You can drag this stupid thing in at about 50, and then I think it refs out at about 12 knots or 12 miles an hour, something crazy like that. It's just absolutely a creepy crawler. It's amazing. Steve, you're 100% right. So Steve, let me ask you a question, because you're the one I think that posted that the ASDG, I think, is updating their version of the Payware Super Cub. Do you see yourself picking that up, or are you happy with this default laminar Cub? All right, here we go. Again, we're looking for 308. Hungry Ridge traffic, Super Cub 816 on the roll 20. Where are you going? Boy, that is a little more of a crosswind than I thought. Oh. That's awesome, Steve. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, I've never been a Cub guy, but this this dumb little plane has kind of made me like it. So, of course, you know I'm a snob. I got to have only the finest of Bush aircraft. Yeah, because it has nothing to do, Starflies, with my suspect tail wheel abilities and any kind of P factor from ramming the throttle to the firewall instead of just easing it up. It's all wind. It's all wind. Winds in Idaho County, by the way, right now, 210 at 4 knots. 4 knots. What is this Bush League thing? It is, so there you go. Fixie beat me to it. Mark, if you haven't already guessed, our friend Downwind Sim is a genius. And he has created some amazing things in the Idaho backcountry and many other backcountries that you can enjoy. That you can enjoy.
This portion of the Melvin Leroy channel brought to you by Downwind Sim Binoculars. Never take off without them.
So yeah, go check it out. Tabletop Android. You don't have to be an X-Plane 12 pilot to enjoy what we've done up here, and I've helped a little bit, but let's be honest. Downwind Sim does the heavy lifting. My role is generally to find cool places, and then I tell Downwind Sim about them, and he makes things. So anyway, if you're an X-Plane 12 person, you get free software downloads or free airport downloads. You can have all kinds of cool little bush trips to come back and revisit at your leisure. If you fly an MSFS, you're going to also find that pretty much everything that we fly in X-Plane is also available in Microsoft Flight Sim. So you can, if you've ever wondered about, if you'd like the bush pilot thing, if you'd like to do some of that stuff, this is a great place to kind of check things out. We do, yes, we get on VATSIM mainly because when you're flying with, sometimes we'll have 10, 11, 12 guys, maybe sometimes even more. Last couple of ones we've had close to 20. It's nice to have the common that CTAF frequency. We just use 22.8. We don't like these events are not really, well, they're designed not to talk to ATC, so it's more about just talking to each other. But having watched you fly and having watched your communication skills on your streams, you've got 100% of what you need to be a part, to earn the Bush Hooligan patch. Yep. That's the other thing that you don't get.
Oh yes, patches.
We need to create. We really need a Bush Hooligan patch. All right.
That's a great idea.
So yeah, this looks familiar. This is what we flew out of. And so 308, not really doing a 308 very well, but we should have a town and an airport in the not too distant future here. That was, I don't know, Tabletop Android, if you are familiar with the Agent Bravo 7 channel, but she was the one that coined the term Bush Hooligan, and we've worn that badge of honor ever since. I even think we've had Starflies involved in a couple of our little bush league adventures. Now, one thing I haven't really checked is how I've had any drift here on my compass. I really haven't. We have not. That's good. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a tragedy.
So, tabletop, if Melvin would have flown with real weather, he would have been scud running through the valleys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't stream as much as she used to. She has actually started working on her her real life pilot's license. So that's kind of been her focus, which is awesome. I love that. Yeah, that's right. Denali Float Plains, Canyonlands, Hanksville. I think the Hanksville one is where she called us hooligans. This was after she landed, I believe, if I recall correctly, she landed a 757 at Hanksville.
Ryan Field?
Oh, no, Ryan Field, she landed a TBM.
That's true. And then she took...
It was a TBM at Ryan Field.
Yeah, TBM into Ryan. That's right.
This is our airport here. Idaho County traffic. Cooper Cub 816 is just east of the field. We're in a left base, calling it runway 24. Yes, she did. So speaking of Ryan Field, downwind semi, I don't think I'm going to be giving much away here, but I think our next Bush League adventure that I'm planning involves Ryan Field.
Okay.
And Moose City. You remember going to Mooseville,
Moose City.
right?
Oh yeah, Mooseville. Yep.
I will. I'll share the details with you. So if you're
Sounds
around
good.
for next month for the
You
July.
made short work of this one.
Yeah, I like this. I like this length. I like nothing's more than about 60 miles, and it's a lot of takeoff and landings, and I like this. This is just about right. I know, right, Rob? It's like so nice and green, and it's pretty dang cool. Yes, I know I'm way high. I am trying to slip to my loo here. full left rudder. Just nice, gentle 1,200 feet per minute.
Yeah, Fixie, Melvin chickened out on the weather. He had to back everything off.
Hey, now in my defense, I did fly real weather up until I couldn't get over the ridge line. So, but yes, I did kind of chicken out on the weather a little bit.
Friends don't let friends fly fake weather.
Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. That works.
Little old lady just drives us to church. That's it.
That flies it to church. Okay, do I have to get all the way down here? No, we're in a bush plane. We're in a bush plane after all. The old Tony Hawk slip. That's right. Slip to the old ground loop 180. Front side 360 fakie. Yeah, I've been watching X Games. Melvin Hawk. Okay, got to finish it by the food truck. That's a must. I think we got the first fly of the year here too. That's not good. Our first fly. Look at the spray off the tires, man. That's awesome. Well done. Well done. All right, where's my bush? Where's my food truck? I know there's a food truck here somewhere. Probably over there. All right. Oh wait. Is this it? I don't know. We'll go park over by the. We'll go park over by
You got the Cadillac.
sign there. Yeah, we do have the caddy. That's nice. That's probably a CBD catalog or Cadillac, isn't it?
You got it, baby.
I love her. Love her work.
She's a pro.
There you have it, folks. Another one in the books, guys. All right, let's shut her down here. Avionics off, lights are off here. We're gonna bring the mixture to cutoff. Shaky, shaky. Fuel is off. Master is off, and I think that's it. This plane's pretty simple to. Oh, I didn't shut it off. I put it to left. Plane's pretty simple to put to bed, but yeah. Hey, that was a kick in the pants. Do we want to see if we can do any replays here, guys? I don't know. I mean, its replay is somewhat sus on this. Did it? Oh, it's probably not gonna. Yeah, let's complete that now. There we go. There's kind of our basic route with it. We did a lot of wandering here, guys. A lot of wandering getting into Elk City. Much better down here at Chamberlain, and Hungry Ridge was okay as well. And then in here we did some good work. So let's I say let's try to back it up. Let's see if we can get to.
Lines are pretty straight. Nice job.
Yeah, thank you, man. That was fun. A lot of fun. Let's go replay mode. And I want to try to go back. I want to try to go back to Hungry Ridge here. Yeah, I maybe just killed it. Nope. There we go. All right. Yep, there. Here's where I decided to go for it, even though I shouldn't have.
You were cyberbullied into turning
Yes.
the final.
Yes, indeed. That was all right, though.
Yeah, no, that was the Church Lady landing. Nice job. The one in Idaho County, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I can live with that. I don't have a thumbnail yet, so we're going to take a little thumbnail shot here. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's grab a thumb. Nail. New. Yeah, let's get this guy right about here. There we go. That's a beauty. We will take it to Idaho City or Idaho County though and compare. I think we were okay. We got a little wiggly, got a little loose in turn 4, but we were all right.
Uh-huh. It's landing on the asphalt that makes you skittish, doesn't it?
It does. It freaks me out. I also don't think I need to have that much flap in to land on this. This runway's 3 miles long or something crazy, but I'm super high. Look, watch this front slip. It gets worse. There it is.
Yeah, that's it. So, Starflies, is that realistic? Can you slip something that far?
Nice. Okay, then I realize I'm a little crosswind. I try to correct. I overcorrect there a little bit, and that's why I got a little bit loose, I think. Yep, overcorrected on the tail kick.
Church lady!
Whoa.
Church lady! Oh, church lady!
What are you talking about? That was perfect.
Everything's fine. I spilled my salad. There's Italian all over the back seat.
Yeah, Mark, isn't it though? I mean, yeah. And Starflies, I have such a hard time judging that. Like I'm trying to get the tail center. I'm trying to get the upwind wing down, and I just like didn't do a very good job of that at all. At all. Almost dropped this pie. Look at that. Look at that. I think the right answer, Downwind Sim, I think the right answer that you're looking for when it comes to is this realistic is the right answer is for Uncle Melvin, it is. Maybe not for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here comes the correction.
Had my tail way too
and
far.
overcorrection.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It looks worse from here.
oh my goodness. All right, I want this. All right, well, holy cow. Yeah, and
if they had an hour, what does it look like? You'd have to probably set something up here.
Yeah. Perfect for Oshkosh. Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, I tell you what. I missed doing this. It was nice to have a little break, but I did miss this. And this was a perfect way to kind of get back into the swing of things here. So appreciate you guys stopping by. VUSA. Do I have that? Is that a command? Did I set that command? I thought I did set that command there, Pixie. Maybe I didn't. Let's go. Let's see. Let's keep the love going. It's Thursday night, and there's a lot of great streamers on tonight. Let's do. Pixie, have you been time outed? Like nothing's working for you. It's weird.
He broke it. Fixie broke it.
Well, I tell you what. There we go.
Three.
Wonder what's going on. Sometimes my sound commands get broken, and I'm not sure why. But anyway. All right, so let's do this, you guys. Let's pop over to the old FBO and kind of wrap things up.
Thanks for watching my papa.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. That was really what I needed tonight. So look for me, by the way. Next stream will be Saturday morning. We'll be back, and I was not planning on doing that stream, but I'm going to be able to do that after all. So I will. I'll let you know where I'm going, but it'll be again my morning 1400 Zulu, and we'll pick some place out. There's really not a good international event that's going at that time. There's a couple that are starting. There's one in Moscow that's kind of interesting, but it's like a 3-hour flight, so I don't think I want to do that one. But yeah, I'll let you know on that, and then we will be back the following Tuesday for our Tuesday night in New York. We got a Q400 flight that we're going to be doing into LaGuardia. LaGuardia is the featured airport, so that should be fun. Thursday, I have a work obligation, so I will not be streaming Thursday. But then after that, kind of back into a normal routine until the 20th of June. The 20th of June, by the way, is a giveaway stream, so set your calendars for that. Join me at Midnight Zulu. Then I have a couple of days off and doing some different things because of some FS Expo event that I'll be at. And so June's kind of a choppy month. That's okay. We'll have some time to fly different things and have some fun. Hopefully, you guys can.
If anybody in the chat is going to FS Expo, be sure to say hello.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got a thread going in my Discord too. We're trying to organize, like, maybe the first night that we're down there, maybe go out to have a bite to eat or something. But yeah, please do come by. If you see me and I don't see you, come over. You have an advantage because you know what I look like. I don't necessarily know what you look like, so come say hello. And that's the main goal of FS Expo for me, is to be able to visit with you guys and hang out. So that is what we have going on for the remainder of this week and into
nice to
next
visit
week.
with everybody.
Thanks again for your help, Downwind Sim. All right, I've got the raid ready. Let's go say hey to Sim Caesar. Can't wait to fly with you guys again. We will see you Saturday morning. Take care, everybody. God bless.